What the hell's going on YouTube? In the last video, we built an NHL roster of only players that are 21 or younger, and we put them up against the rest of the NHL to see how they would do. And they ended up doing fairly well in the regular season. Then they lost out in Game 7 of the first round of the playoffs to Nashville, and it was an absolute heartbreaker. But I guess those guys just didn't have the experience. So today, we're gonna try building a roster of 35 or older players and see how all these guys with all the experience do against the rest of the NHL. If you want to see stuff like this happening live over my kick, the link is in the description below. It would mean the world to me, you guys stop by. We're doing anything and everything over there. And make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button as well while you're here. All right, let's get right into it. All right, guys, first order of business when I'm building these rosters is to head into edit player here. And then what I'm going to want to do is go over to the age column. Then I'm just going to sort it by age so we can find out all the players that are 35 or older. I believe these ages are based off the start of the season, so that's what we're going to go off of for this video. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get through here. I'm going to write down the roster that I'm going to come up with on a piece of paper in front of me here. And then we're going to head into season mode and see how these guys do. All right, I gotta stop on Pittsburgh here because these guys got some 35 plus old bangers here. Like, come on, we got Jeff Carter, Malkin, Letang, and Crosby. Pittsburgh is gonna be horrible when these guys retire, right? All right, next order of business is heading to player movement here and place all these guys on one team. As always, we're gonna go with the most prestigious NHL franchise there is, the Arizona Coyotes. So let's get these old guys placed on there. All right, we got the roster selected. Let's fire up this season. All right, as we head into the menu here, we can see that this team is ranked at a 92 overall right now. In comparison to some of the other top teams in the league, we got Colorado at 93. We got Boston over here at a 92. Tampa Bay at a 91. Toronto at a 90. Hurricanes 91. Devils 91. Somehow the Islanders 90. I mean, okay, I can see it, whatever. And then we got the Rangers at 92 and Vegas sitting at a 90. So those are the teams that are over 90, but we're right in the mix there with the 92 overall. But we got that experience on this roster, and I really think they got a good chance of pulling this off. Into the settings here, we're gonna shut injuries off because these guys are pretty old and frail, so we're gonna bend the rules a little bit here. All right, now heading to the season menu here, we'll get the first look at the line setup and the whole roster that we got. And here's the suggested lines they're giving us. Leading the way, we got Ovechkin, Crosby, and Pavelski on the top line. Not a bad line by any means. Second line, we got Zuccarello, Malkin, and Blake Wheeler. Third line, we're sitting here with Bergeron, Kopitar, and Oshie. And then on the fourth line, we got Zach Parise, Jeff Carter, and David Krejci. A lot of great centermen on here. Honestly, Bergeron and Kopitar are two great two-way centermen. We got Kopitar on the wing here. I don't know. That's just what they put it as. So that's what I'm actually just going to end up going with here. If you see any lineup changes that you'd want to see on this squad here, well, let me know below in the comments. I know to the back end, we're looking a little bit tough back here. We got Giordano and Letang on the top pair. We got Alec Martinez and Brent Burns on the second pair. And then we got Ryan Suter and Goligoski on the last pair. And in net, we have a couple legends. We got Marc-Andre Fleury and Jonathan Quick. Fleury's actually still pretty good on the game at an 86 overall, and Quick's a solid backup at an 82 overall. We're really hoping that Arizona doesn't screw him over like he got screwed over this year. All right, with that being said, let's hop right into it, guys. I'm going to sim ahead about 20 games and see where we're at here. Let's get into it. All right, here we are on December 1st. We're 10-9-1, not looking great at all by any means right now. If we slide over to the standings here, we're in 5th place in the Central right now with 21 points. Alexander Ovechkin is leading the way in 20 games with 21 points as well, 10 goals and 11 assists. If we slide to the stats here, we got Ovechkin and Crosby and Malkin leading the way with Pavelski, Zuccarello, and Bergeron right there as well. Gotta scroll a little ways down to find our top scoring defenseman. We got Chris Letang right here, and he's a -10. We gotta keep an eye on that. Letang is kind of getting lit up right now. We're gonna go check on the goalies here. We got Marc-Andre Fleury at a 4-8-1 record with an 890 save percentage and a 336 GA. He is struggling right now. And then we slide over to Jonathan Quick here, and he's got a 6-1 record, a 925 save percentage, and a 193 GAA. I mean, we might have to slot Quick into that starting role at this point. I'm gonna make one little lineup change. I'm gonna slide up Kopitar onto the second line here, and then I'm gonna put David Krejci onto the third line for TJ Oshie to get Krejci and Bergeron. You know, they got that Boston connection right now. Just gonna change things up a little bit and see how it does for the next 20 games. All right, we went ahead about 15 more games here. We're at 20. 13-2 is a solid stretch right there for the Yotes. Ovechkin's still leading the way in points with 39 points, 23 goals already in 35 games. And in the standings right now, we're sitting 3rd in the Central with 42 points. Not bad at all anymore. So we're just gonna keep cruising along with the season here. All I gotta say is, wow, January was a massive month for this old roster. They're now sitting at a 33-14-3 record, which is good for first place in the Central right now. And we got Sid the Kid leading the way with 57 points in 50 games. Ovechkin's still in second with 55 points. Then we got Malkin in third with 47. Pavelski with 42 down there. Zuccarello making a move. Letang improved that plus minus a little bit, but he's still sitting at a -6. Not ideal. In bottom of the barrel for points, we got Suter, Giordano, Goligoski, and Martinez. The decor is not doing much for offense. And Jeff Carter with the least points as a forward. Taking a look at the goalies, it looks like Fleury has turned it around a little bit. He's now 20, 12, and 3 with a 910 and 270 GAA. But Jonathan Quick still is, I mean, he's still better by the numbers with a 13 and 2 record, a 922 save percentage, and a 215 GAA. All right, I seem to head to the trade deadline here. We're now 41, 20, and 4, sitting real good right now. It's a trade deadline. I don't think I'm going to make any moves with this roster. Oh, wait, there's not really any moves I can make. The boys are 1 point behind the Avalanche right now in the Central with 86. Avalanche got 87. Ovechkin retook the point lead with 35 goals and 38 assists, good for 73 points in 65 games. All right, let's sim to the end of the regular season. I think we're going to make the playoffs right now. We just got to keep it up. All right, the season has come to an end now. We got a 52, 25, and 5 record. Ovechkin leading the way in the regular season with 88 points. Right behind him was Crosby with 87, just like his jersey number. Couldn't be scripted any better. Belski right up there as well with 70. Still, Evgeny Malkin with 69. Nice. Zuccarello and Kopitar up there as well. Got Ryan Suter at the bottom of the barrel right here with 10 points in 82 games. TJ Oshie ended up being in last for forwards with 34 points, which is still pretty solid for a fourth line forward. Goalie stats at the end of the year here, we got Fleury playing 62 games, going 36-19, 5 with 4 shutouts, a 907 save percentage, and a 276 GAA. And Jonathan Quick got brought back down a little bit here. He's 16-6 in 24 games with 1 shutout, a 908 save percentage, and a 259 GAA. Fairly similar stats for the goalies. Now, we may have gotten second in the Central Division, but if we look at the entire league standings, the Arizona Coyotes, the old man roster, is actually sitting in second in the league, so Colorado ended up being in first. So I guess we'll take that. All right, now it's time to get into the playoffs and see how these guys do. First round playoff matchup, we got the Dallas Stars, which might be a really tough opponent. Anyways, guys, let's get right into it. 2 games into the series, we're up 2-0 right now with a 6-4 and a 5-2 win. Looking pretty good. Evgeny Malkin leading the way with 5 points. And just like that, the boys sweep the Dallas Stars with a 4-0 series win with 3-1 and a 7-4 game to end it. Evgeny Malkin with a whopping 11 points in 4 games played in round 1. And these guys are already doing better than the 21 and younger roster we put together. Take a look at the points right here leading the way. We got Malkin, Kopitar, and Crosby at the top. Ovechkin sneaking right in there. He's got 4 goals and 1 assist. All right, second round is here, and we already got to play the best team in the league, the Colorado Avalanche, who happens to actually be my favorite team. But I'm cheering for the Arizona Coyotes this time. Let's see if they can get it done. Would you look at that? After 2 games, we're up 2-0. We got a 5-2 and a 3-2 win going into game 3. And games 3 and 4 both went to Colorado. We got a tied series at 2-2 right here. Malkin still leading the way with 13 points. A huge game 5 win. We got a 5-2 win in game 5. And we're going to a game 7 in round 2 with the Colorado Avalanche, the best team in the regular season on here. Let's just see how it goes. Let's just rip this band-aid off. And there we go, the Arizona Coyotes, the old man roster takes it. That experience pays off with a 5-3 win eliminating Colorado. We got Vancouver coming up in the next round. Here we are, Western Conference Final. Who would have expected Arizona and Vancouver to be playing in it? Absolutely nobody. Vancouver police are ready to stop any riots that will be happening inevitably after Arizona takes this series here. All right, did I just completely jinx it by saying that? We're down 2-0 after 2 games with a 3-0 and a 4-2 loss. What am I thinking here? All right, we're down 3-0 right now. I don't know what to say. Okay, we're just gonna rip this band-aid off again here. And the boys got swept by the Vancouver Canucks in the conference final. Come on, dude. You just can't make it up. Whatever. Let's just skip ahead and see who wins it at this point. All right, we got Malkin leading the way in the playoffs. He ended up with 16 points in 15 games. He kind of slowed down after that first series. Crosby in second with 15 points. Ovechkin had 12 points there. Kopitar and Pavelski with 12 as well. Letang leading the D-men with 9. In net, Fleury played every game. He went 8-7 with a 906 and a 272 GA. Not ideal numbers in the playoffs. Anyways, that that was kind of heartbreaking. I actually had a lot of faith in this squad right here compared to the last squad that we did. So let's go see who wins the Stanley Cup. Looks like we got Boston and Ottawa on the other side. Like, what's Ottawa doing in here too? What's going on out here? All right, Stanley Cup final matchup, Vancouver versus Boston. Who takes it? I mean, I really hate Boston, I'm gonna be honest, but I don't know if I can cheer for the Vancouver Canucks after what they just did to us. The Stanley Cup champions are the Boston Bruins. They swept the Canucks in the finals, by the way, after the Canucks swept us. That kind of is embarrassing for our squad, I guess, isn't it? Anyways, guys, that's that for the 35-plus roster here. Neither the 21 or younger roster or the 35 and older roster won the Stanley Cup. One team made it to the conference final, though. That was the 35-year-old team. I really had a bit of faith in both these squads, but I had a lot more in this team right here. I'm kind of disappointed they couldn't get it done. Anyways, guys, what kind of obscure roster would you like to see take a shot at winning the Stanley Cup? Let me know below in the comments, guys. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for more.